let's talk about developing tourism in Akwa Ibom, because I know that for sure we have sights and scenes. For instance, where our station is located, we call it the beautiful hills of Ibiakuran. We are on a hill. From where we stand, we overlook some really beautiful scenery, and we keep asking, where are the investors? Now, let's also go beyond government as investors. Let's look at private organizations and or individuals who have the money to spend. How can we grow tourism in Akwa Ibom State? One thing we remember is when Pastor Moino was coming in, he made tourism part of the catchment, campaign statements that he came around with. So let's talk harnessing tourism in Akwa Ibom.
Okay, so first I would say the governor really made a strong statement and he followed it up. And when I say followed it up, when the dialogue was done, we could see in the quality of persons that he brought. That's to show that he's intentional about developing tourism in Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom in Nigeria is one of the most blessed states, even when we've not harnessed most of these things. Now, for us to be able to develop tourism in Akwa Ibom, now the policies has to be put right, and that's one of the things the dialogue committee did. You have to put the policies. You have to make sure that the policies look good, they look inviting. You have to also look at all the opportunities that are available and also showcase it to potential investors. Now, you are not going to wait for investors to just come and know what you have. You have to showcase what you have. You have to put it out there for investors to see. You have to show investors that when they virtually come into the state to invest, that their investment are safe. Now, you have to also make sure that the investors understand that they can recoup their money, meaning that you have to show the investors that there's a buying power, that's willing to come into Akwa Ibom and buy into whatever product they create. So first, the governor have taken a massive step in also bringing people. Before now, I would say I would give kudos to the governor. Before now, we've had SSAs, we have SAs that never understood anything about tourism. Now, having two SSAs in tourism and people that are professional shows that the governor doesn't want to make a mistake. Because the truth is that when you bring a lawyer into the tourism industry, I don't know what they are going to do. Tourism is not one sector that you can just bring someone from nowhere. Tourism is an intentional sector. So for you to be able to make any positive progress in tourism, you have to use people that have understanding of what to do, when to do, and how to do it well. So the governor has taken a good step in ensuring that we have professionals in those positions so they can guide him and guide investors into knowing what to do in the area, in the tourism subsector in Akwa Ibom State. So the governor is moving in a very positive trajectory, and all we can do is to give the necessary support, give the necessary guide, and trust me, before we know it, investors are already lining up to come into the state because they've seen that the governor is intentional about developing and harnessing tourism in